The Shadow of the Abandoned School. It was a school that had existed for generations in the town of Ravenwood, but had now crumbled into oblivion. Its own reasons had not been announced, but the residents of the area no longer visited it. It was accordingly a reminder of the past and a black mark on the landscape. One night, 4 determined teenagers, Jake, Amy, Mark, and Kara, went to see the abandoned school despite their parents' warnings to stay away. They wanted to unravel the mystery surrounding the school and explore its secrets. When they got there, the school seemed like a shadow of the past. The moonlit night gave them an aura of mystery and excitement. They reluctantly entered through the wounds of the building, stepping into a world of forgotten memories. What they didn't know was that the abandoned school was not just all girls and gum. It was a world that had its own dark existence. Something terrifying lurked within its walls, waiting to awaken from its rest. At first, everything seemed fine. The 4 friends walked down the dark corridors, sharing laughs and memories. However, when the hour grew late and the atmosphere changed, disaster began to unfold. Strange noises could be heard coming from the back of the building. Jake felt an unexpected cold aura touch him, while Amy caught sight of a mysterious shadow passing through her vision field. Marcos and Kara froze, feeling like something was watching their every move. The friends tried to dispel the sheer fear they felt, but the inevitable had already begun. The shade in the school was coming up from the central air conditioning system, and the temperature began to drop. An icy air covered the hallways, and the doors closed in front of them, isolating them. Terror began to overwhelm their minds. Shadows passed through the windows, while unknown voices could be heard behind them. Something evil had awakened from its slumber, wanting to drown them in darkness. The 4 friends remained trapped in the abandoned school, fighting the forces that surround them. The doors are locked, the voices grow louder, and the shadow draws closer. Something strange and terrifying has awakened from the darkness of the abandoned school, and the friends must find a way to survive and escape. Before it's too late. The night is long and the darkness is deep, and the shadow of the abandoned school is invincible. The friends find themselves trapped in the dark corridors of the abandoned school, surrounded by the mysterious agent who has awakened from the darkness. Every step they took was accompanied by unexplained noises, and the voices behind them grew increasingly aggressive. Their agony reached a climax as the dark shadow of the abandoned school seemed to follow them at every turn. They had now realized that they were not alone. Something paranoid was trying to find them and drown them in darkness. Strategically, they decided to try to find a way to escape the nightmare that surrounded them. The voices were now following their every move, trying to annihilate them in utter desperation. Jake and Amy heard frozen references to their name, while Marcos and Kara had the feeling that a spirit was approaching them. The one that haunted them was invisible, but its presence was indelible. As they ran through the dark corridors, they saw a bright hall ahead of them. Hoping to find some way to escape, they entered the room with renewed courage. But when they set foot inside, the doors closed with an inexplicable force behind them. The bright room began to change shape and transform. The walls began to tighten, while the ceilings descended downward. The friends struggled to breathe, wondering if the demonic forces of the abandoned school would ever let them go. Time seemed to stand still as the friends fought for their survival. The situation became increasingly desperate. But at the last moment, while the dark shadow had almost engulfed them, a flash of light encircled the room. It was a strange man that emerged from their last strong solution. The doors opened with a sudden crash, and the friends had a chance to escape. Running through the absurd dark maze, they finally reached the exit. Their relief was unspeakable. They managed to escape the shadow of the abandoned school that had been chasing them. As they emerged into the outside world, the first faint rays of sunlight rewarded them. They were truly free. From that experience, the 4 friends understood that they must respect the boundaries of darkness. The world of the abandoned has secrets and curses that should not be underestimated. And while the abandoned school remained there, dark and mysterious, the 4 friends will never forget the reaction of the darkness and the anguish they felt on the long night.